Hi, welcome to another video. So, we have all been there. You just want to hack together a quick prototype. Maybe it's a simple dashboard or a movie tracker idea you just had. You sit down, you open your IDE, and then you spend the first hour just setting up Tailwind, configuring Vite, and fighting with API fetch logic. By the time you are actually ready to build the application logic, you are already tired. However, what if you didn't have to do the setup? What if you could just describe the app, and a team of autonomous agents would scaffold it, plan it, and code it for you? Today we are looking at a tool called Automaker. It is apparently built by web dev Cody, which is awesome to see. It basically allows you to stop copy-pasting code and start directing AI agents. We have seen things like these in AutoClaude, but it seems to have much more features. This basically changes the interface from prompting to managing tasks in a Kanban board and running the tasks through there. This is a standalone autonomous development studio that plans your project, creates a Kanban board of tasks, and then executes them autonomously. It is open source. It is free to use assuming you bring your own API keys, and it recently got a major update where it now supports Electron. So, no more messing with browser tabs. It runs as a native desktop application. Now, let me show it to you in action. To get started, you just grab it from their GitHub repository. You clone the repo, install the dependencies, and run it. Because I want the full experience, I am running the Electron version. So, I am going to build a simple movie tracker. And I want to do this in one go, from scratch, with no complex backend or authentication. I just want to search for movies using the TMDB API and save my favorites to local storage. I click New Project. I will name it Simple Movie Tracker. I am going to select the Agentic Jumpstart Kit just so I have a clean React and Tailwind foundation ready to go. Here is where it gets interesting. Automaker asks me to describe my app to generate a spec. I am not going to write a novel. I am going to type this exactly. Build a single-page React application. It should have a search bar at the top that queries the TMDB API for movies. Below that, display the results as cards with the movie poster and title. Users can click a heart icon to save a movie to their favorites. The favorites should be stored in the browser's local storage, so they persist. No backend, no auth. I hit Generate Spec. In literal seconds, it analyzes that prompt. It figures out the tech stack, noting React, Tailwind, and Lucide React for icons. It outlines the core capabilities. It even breaks down the implementation plan into a list of features. Now we are on the Kanban board. This is the coolest part of the UI. It has populated my backlog with tasks like Setup TMDB Client, Create Movie Card Component, Implement Search Bar, and Build Favorites Logic. Now, I could drag these one by one, but I want to see the magic. I'm going to toggle this switch at the top right called Auto Mode. Watch this. The agents immediately wake up. They pull the first ticket into In Progress. I can actually click on the card and see the logs. It is creating the API service file. It is adding the fetch logic, and it is handling the API key environment variable. It finishes that, commits the code, and immediately grabs the next ticket, which is Create Movie Card Component. It is running completely hands-free. While it is doing this, I can actually open the terminal inside Automaker and run npm run dev to see the app running on localhost. Okay, so the app is running. Now, you might be asking, how did it know how to use the TMDB API? This is the context feature. Before I started auto mode, I could have gone to the context tab and uploaded a text file with the TMDB API documentation, or just pasted my API key instructions. This allows the agents to read specific documentation before they start coding, so they do not hallucinate fake endpoints. It effectively allows you to onboard these AI agents with specific knowledge about your project or the libraries you want to use. It streamlines your workflow a lot. For spinning up these kinds of side projects or prototypes, instead of fighting with boilerplate, you are just directing the flow. You tell it what to build, you review the work, and you tweak the UI. It brings the fun back into building because you see results immediately. It is open source, so go check out the repo, give them a star, and try running it locally. Since it runs on your machine, your code stays with you. One thing I really want to highlight here is the difference in workflow compared to something like Cursor or Windsurf. With those IDEs, you are still the one driving the car, and the AI is just navigating. With Automaker, you are stepping out of the car and telling the driver where to go. It completely shifts your mental model from writing code to managing a product. You are not bogged down in syntax errors. You are focused on the feature list. Also, we need to talk about data privacy, because that is a huge concern for many of you. Since this is an Electron app running locally, you have full control. You aren't uploading your repo to a third-party SaaS that might disappear tomorrow. You are bringing your own keys, and the agents are manipulating your local file system directly. That being said, because these agents are autonomous and they chain multiple thoughts together, you do need to watch your token usage. It is incredibly efficient at writing code, but if you ask for a massive feature set and walk away, you might burn through some credits. It is a trade-off, but for the speed you get, I think it is worth it. Overall, it is pretty cool. Anyway, share your thoughts below and subscribe to the channel. You can also donate via Super Thanks option or join the channel as well and get some perks. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.